Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rocio and this is Reese's Rizzos. I have no makeup on, my hair is still drying, and that's because I'm filming a couple of videos later on. So while I'm getting ready to film, I guess, with my makeup, I thought that I would go ahead and film with y'all because I haven't done a chit chat video with you guys in a very long time, and I've got a lot to share. So let's go ahead and get started. But before we get started, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Just hit the red button and the bell. Make sure the bell is turned on because that's how you get notifications every time I upload a new video. Yeah, okay, let's start. All the information of the products that I'll use today are going to be listed down in the description box below. I know that some of y'all say that I don't always show the products, so you know what? I think I'm going to pull them out here so you can see what they look like, just in case I talk and I forget to mention what I'm using. So I'm going in with a primer first. I'm using the Too Faced Poreless Skin Smoothing Face Primer. Also, nothing happened to my finger. I just broke a nail and the nail salon was closed today. So because I want to save my nail, I'm going to just rock the Band-Aid look for a little bit. So if you don't already know, we are in the middle of Hispanic Heritage Month, which is pretty exciting. Because, well, it's exciting for me because I've got a lot of things going on this month. If you've been following me on Instagram, then you probably know that I have partnered with Visit New Orleans and Go NOLA on a Hispanic Heritage Month campaign to basically share with everyone who is not New Orleanian all the great things about my city. If you don't already know, I live in New Orleans. This is my home. So to be able to work on a campaign that celebrates New Orleans and celebrates my love for New Orleans, but also working on a campaign that same campaign where I get to celebrate being Latina because it's a Hispanic Heritage Month campaign. It just means so much to me because it's just like merging my two loves. We even did a video and everything, and I'm just so proud. The video has more than 30,000 views on Facebook right now, which is pretty freaking amazing. I'll leave a link down to the video if you want to check it out. If you go check it out, then please leave some love and also share. Sharing is caring. Sharing is so important to just spread the word and let more people know about all the amazing things that New Orleans has to offer while also celebrating our Hispanic heritage. So Hispanic Heritage Month out here in New Orleans, there's just so many things to do. There are lots of festivals. I'm super excited. I feel like I'm saying everything 3 times, but I'm super excited because at the end of the month, to end Hispanic Heritage Month, there will be a parade. And y'all know I love Mardi Gras, but this parade is not during Mardi Gras season. This parade is going to end Hispanic Heritage Month. So it's the Carnaval Latino out here in New Orleans. I promised to vlog the whole experience, but I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so proud of myself. I am excited because good things are happening. Y'all, I've had a year, a lot of low points this year where I've just felt like, where is Reese's Rizzos even going? What do I even want to do? I mean, last year was I felt like it was so big, Last year was my last year in my 20s, and it was also Reese's on the road. I went on tour last year, and there was just so much going on. I feel like last year just happened so fast. But I also had a lot of high hopes for 2018. I turned 30, and I had hoped to do another tour, to be honest with you. I mean, I was planning on doing another tour. I wanted to do more traveling for Reese's Rizzos in particular, not just myself, but for my brand. I had a lot of personal projects I wanted to work on, but I think I just kind of got into my head a little bit and did a lot of comparing with a lot of people that have the same numbers that I do, that were growing a lot faster than I was growing, and I just felt like, what am I doing wrong? They say that you're not supposed to compare yourself to other people, and I get it, right? You're not supposed to. You shouldn't. But it's the nature of influencing. It's the nature of life, it's normal. So in comparing myself to other people, I was just putting myself down a lot, I just felt like there was a lot missing, or at least there was something that I wasn't doing right. I don't want to say that I was depressed because, number one, I don't want to worry people, and I also know people who are clinically depressed, and I don't want to make light of their situation. But I don't think that I've ever felt as low as I had been feeling for the majority of this year, because like I said, this is my 30th year. I'm 30. I was hoping to have accomplished so much more. I was hoping to have been married by now. I was hoping to have kids by now, you know, and I'm in my 4th year now, and I know that there are other YouTubers out there that after like a year, they're at like 500,000 subscribers, you know, and I just don't know how. I do know. I just haven't been consistent. I haven't been consistent because there's just been so much going on this year with me personally. And sometimes when I take the time to focus on myself and my well-being, I just don't post as often. And I know that when I'm not consistent, a lot of my subscribers, a lot of y'all don't, you know, notice when I come back, and I get it. Like I've been there as a viewer, as a subscriber to other people, and they'll ghost YouTube for a couple of months, and then they come back and I'm like, girl, where you been? Maybe people are out there thinking the same about me, and you know, I'm just here trying to take care of myself. On top of that, I'm creating content in 2 different languages, so it's twice the work. So I also hope that you all understand that if I'm gone for a little bit, it's not because I'm giving up. It's not because I don't want to do this anymore. It's because I just don't have the time, or because I'm going through something personally that I can't dedicate that time to YouTube. Does that make any sense? I got to a point where I went to adoration one day, and for those of y'all who aren't Catholic, adoration is just an hour with the Holy Eucharist, and it's just like your divine time and moment with the Holy Spirit. And I sat there and I prayed for peace. I prayed for peace, and I prayed for discernment, and I prayed for a better understanding of what my purpose was. And it's so strange how I became more aware of my happiness towards others, and less aware and less caring of just petty shit that doesn't matter. I just started to notice in conversations with friends or family members that great things were happening, and they weren't happening to me, and I wasn't even thinking about it. Like, I wasn't even worried about it. I was just so happy. I was just so happy for people around me. You know, I had friends, and I had family members, and I had colleagues, and I had other influencers that I know, and even strangers, people that I don't know, but most importantly, the people who were closest to me, who I truly, truly love. Things were just happening for them. You know, people were getting engaged, people were getting married, people were finding out they were pregnant, people were having babies, people were buying houses, people were getting jobs, people were moving, people, you know, were letting go of relationships that were toxic, people were getting in relationships that were just seemed beautiful. And I was genuinely happy for other people, for these people in my life, and seeing the blessings that were bestowed upon them, seeing the grace that God, you know, was giving them, and just the gifts that were just like being thrown at them. I was just so genuinely happy. And for the first time in my life, I was happy. Like, for the first time in a long time, I was happy, like just truly happy. And I realized that none of that happiness had anything to do with me and anything that was happening in my personal life. I was just genuinely happy. And I even questioned, I was like, is this what 30 is? So many people were like, oh, life is so much better when you're 30. And I was just so grumpy for the majority of my 30th year that, you know, nothing was really happening, nothing was really changing. And then finally, like, I was just at peace. I was happy. I forgot I was doing my makeup. So this happiness for other people, I wasn't even worried about myself, you know? Let me tell you all about a conversation I had not too long ago. So I had a friend of mine call me from Ulta, and she was like, hey, I saw a picture of this girl that you did a video with, and she's on the walls. And that should have been you, because she's talking about curly hair and, you know, that should have been your opportunity. And I was just like, no, it shouldn't have been my opportunity. That's her success, and I'm happy for her. God knows what he's doing. God makes no mistakes. And I know I've only met Bianca once. And from the moment I met her, I can tell that she has such a golden spirit, like a captivating personality. And I've followed her Instagram stories, and I know that she busts her behind till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning to create content. Sometimes she doesn't even sleep, you know? And I know she's worked really hard for where she is. And I feel like everyone has their moments of success. And I feel like right now, God is blessing her. Like, she talked about floodgates. Yeah, girl, those floodgates have opened, and blessings and blessings and blessings have been given to her because she's worked so hard. And so for anybody to be like, oh, that should have been you, or that should have been me, or that should have been so-and-so, like, no, that's so wrong to say, because like I said, God makes no mistakes. And whatever is for me is going to come for me at God's timing. Whatever big things are supposed to happen in my life, whether it be a relationship, whether it be a campaign, or anything really, it's going to come to me at God's time. And I hope that anybody who's watching this starts to understand that, you know? Don't rush it. I think that's what I've been doing for the majority of my 30th year. I've been trying to rush my successes before I reach 31. I don't know. So like I said, I prayed for peace. I was given peace. I feel like I'm in a good place now with my own life. I'm turning 31 in a couple of months. 2 months. Another thing that I prayed for was a better understanding of what my purpose was, because I just felt like, what's the point? For a very long time, for the majority of this year, I just felt like, what is the point? There were days where I didn't want to get out of bed. There were moments where I didn't want to leave the house. And for a very long time, I just asked myself, like, what's the point? You know? What's the point if I haven't found my purpose? Like, what is my purpose? Why am I even here? You know? What difference does it make if I'm here or if I'm not? And I know that's a very scary statement to say, but the point is purpose, right? Out of the blue, I got an email about an opportunity to help with the Isaiah 43 mentoring program. And the person who contacted me, Sister Salvatrice, I met her through a mutual friend, and she knew that I was a YouTuber, that I was like a beauty guru, and asked if I would come and have a talk with the girls in the mentoring program. The young girls, you know, they're teenagers, preteens and teenagers, talk to them for a beauty and hygiene day. And I don't think of myself as a beauty guru, you know, like, I got this palette, it's barely used because I'm still working on it, right? Like, look, we're still doing basic makeup, all right? But the point is that even though I don't see myself as a beauty guru, I saw this as an opportunity. I just feel like this email came at a perfect time, because the moment I read the email, I was like, how can I help? Because I want to get involved. I need to get involved. I'm starting to wonder if this is too much purple. So that's when I decided to use the connections that I had as an influencer and reach out to brands that I've worked with in the past, and brands that send me free stuff anyway, and see if they can somehow help and if they can donate. So I am so grateful to Shea Moisture and Tampax and Always, because they are donating products to this program. I don't know, y'all. I just feel like, what's the point in being an influencer if you aren't using your connections and your opportunities to talk directly to a brand? What's the point if you're not using it for good? You know what I mean? So we got the parade going on in October. We have the Isaiah 43 Beauty and Hygiene Day going on in October too. I need a trim in October is what I need. I am also going to Baltimore in October because the Saints are playing against the Ravens in October. And if you don't already know, I was born in Baltimore, and half of my family still lives in Baltimore, which means half of my family Ravens fans, even though the other half are Saints fans. And we're diehard fans. Diehard Saints fans or diehard Ravens fans. So any chance that we actually get to play against each other, it's tradition. We have to go to the city where they're playing. It just so happens that we're playing in Baltimore this time. So the whole family is going to Baltimore for the game. I don't know about y'all and how your family is, but I have a big family, and when we get together, memories are made. Shit goes down, you know. Usually there's always some kind of drama or somebody's upset at somebody, but at the end of the day, family is the most important thing to me. So I'm excited for this trip. The other day I was watching the Visit New Orleans video for Hispanic Heritage Month, and we were watching the video on TV, and somehow we ended up watching my old vlogs, and I realized that I really miss vlogging. I wasn't big on vlogging. I didn't vlog a whole lot. I think I have maybe like 7 total videos, but I really enjoyed doing it, and I really just liked capturing the memories with my family. It was like, okay, I'm totally like not even catching my waterline. When we were younger, my uncle and my dad had like the massive video camera, and they would go to all family functions and events and just like film every single little detail. They were vlogging before vlogging was a thing, you know? And they would always like point the camera at us and be like, un saludito a los primos de Honduras. And we don't even know if any of our cousins in Honduras ever saw these videos, but we said hello anyway because it was the thing to do. And I don't mean to brag or anything like that, but I feel like I have become the new, you know, Tío Carlos of my generation. You know, I'm the one with the camera now. I'm the one that's vlogging the family trips and the family events and things like that. And, you know, we get to look back on my videos and remember all the great times. You see what I'm saying? Gotta keep the memory alive. So I think I'm gonna start vlogging again, but I definitely won't be vlogging in 2 languages. So I think I'll just upload the vlogs on this channel, and hopefully I won't get anybody super upset at me for not translating it or putting subtitles or anything like that. I just want to create content, guys. I just want to create more content and not have to stress about anything. A lot of y'all have been asking me if I'm doing a tour again next year or any other meetups. And to answer your question, no, there's no more tour, or there's no more Rizos on the Road tour. Ada and I are working on different things. I would still like to have events. I don't know about events outside of New Orleans. I'll probably focus on local events for now. But as far as the tour, Rizos on the Road, it's no longer happening. So y'all can stop asking. I kind of have just been enjoying the traveling that I've been doing this year with family, you know? To go see family, visit friends. I've just been taking care of myself this year. I think that's something that was necessary with where I was, like I said, emotionally, physically, spiritually. Sometimes you just need to focus on yourself, even if it takes a whole flipping year. I did film this video beaucoup months ago. It was 15 things I learned in 15 years, kind of like to celebrate the big 30. I even wore my quinceañera dress, the dress I wore when I turned 15. And I shared, you know, 15 important life lessons that I wish someone told me when I turned 15. You know what I'm saying? I haven't posted that video, but if y'all want to see it, let me know. I think it was just like, the video is just staring me in the face every time I open up Final Cut Pro because it's so long, you know, and I have to edit everything down to where it's not so long and you guys don't hate me. Don't you hate when you take more product than you actually need and you're actually running out of that product? Oh. I've just learned a lot, you know, like I've learned a lot in the last 15 years, obviously. I'm a much different person now. But most importantly, I've learned a lot in this past year, you know. I'm gonna be 31 in a couple of months, and I've really taken this year to reflect. And it wasn't even on purpose, you know. It's not like I turned 30 and I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna like take half the year off and just think about all the crap that I need to get done. No, like life just hit me, you know. Life came at me like a ton of bricks this year. 30 has been tough. I've had a lot of really great moments. When they're high, they're high. But I've also had some really low moments. And I've just learned so much about trust, about resilience, about love, about faith. There's a whole lot that I've learned this year. And I'm still growing as a person. But at 30, even though I'm terrified of turning 30, y'all, I'm so terrified of turning 31. When I tell you I was so excited to turn 30, I had so many friends that were like, 30 is gonna be great. That's when you really know yourself and you're comfortable in your own skin and you're comfortable with who you are and you don't care about other people's crap and you let go of crap that doesn't mean anything. Like, just, I was so excited to turn 30. And now I'm 30 and I'm about to be 31 in like a month. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm terrified. I'm so scared to turn 31. It's not something that I am looking forward to. You know why? Because 31 is almost 32. And 32 is practically 40. And I'm not ready, okay? I'm not ready. No offense to y'all who are 31 and 32 and 40. No offense at all. I'm just not ready, okay? I don't know if I like this color. But even though I'm terrified of turning 31, I have realized that what people were telling me about 30 is true. You know, you get to a point where you are comfortable in your own skin and you are comfortable with who you are and the way you think and your mindset and your decisions, I feel, at least for me, have been more concrete, you know? I don't turn to other people for their opinions anymore. Like, if I make a decision on something, if I like something or if I dislike something, that's it. That's me, you know, that's me making the decision. So my camera died, but I just put on a lip shine. It's the Neutrogena Hydra Boost Hydrating Lip Shine in the shade True Nude. Done. But what I was saying was I have gotten to a point where I feel comfortable in the decisions that I make and I feel confident in my surroundings and the people that I've allowed to remain in my life, and I feel confident in my decision to let go of certain people that just weren't good for me, you know, that people that were just negative, you know, and this is gonna be so hard to do this with a band-aid. I just feel like I'm in a place where I'm okay with the people in it. I'm working on my relationships with the people who have my best interest at heart, that love me, that respect me, that care about me. I only want to surround myself with positive people, genuine people, people who just want the best for me, because that's all I want for them, you know? That's all. Is that too much to ask for? I think I'm done. What do you think? What do you think? It's okay? What do you think? Let me know. Ooh. Well, y'all, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to start filming. Like this video if you enjoyed it, if you found it helpful. Let me know in a comment below if you can relate to anything that I talk about. Sometimes, you know what? Sometimes I just want to talk. Sometimes I just want to let things off my chest. Sometimes I just want to share. And what better way to do that than in a chit chat video with you guys? And yeah, Let me know if you can relate to anything that I said. Let me know if you disagree or agree, or you know what, let me know what you had for lunch today, because I'm hungry and I need some ideas. I love y'all. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and follow me on Instagram, my stories. Like I said, there's a lot going on for Hispanic Heritage Month, and I want to share that with you. And that's basically everything. Un besito, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.